Baku just flipped the script. Lewis Hamilton's Ferrari roared to P1 in FP2 after a bold braking overhaul, while Charles Leclerc chased close behind and McLaren crumbled. Has Ferrari's long-awaited 2025 breakthrough finally arrived? Lewis Hamilton credited his headline-grabbing pace in Azerbaijan Grand Prix FP2 to a revamped braking setup, hinting that Ferrari's long-awaited 2025 breakthrough might finally be taking shape. While Charles Leclerc topped the timesheets for much of FP2 before the late surge of high-fuel runs, Hamilton caught a crucial tow from his teammate on his final flying lap. It marked a sharp turnaround from FP1, where he languished in 13th and called the session a mess thanks to shaky braking confidence, a risky handicap around Baku's maze of 90-degree corners. By contrast, he described the brakes as perfect in FP2, though he tempered his excitement, reminding that it was still only practice. I would say P1 was a bit of a mess. This is a circuit where you have to have mega confidence on the brakes, and I had some problems with the brakes, Hamilton explained after FP2. Every track I'm going to is the first time driving the Ferrari at that circuit, so acclimatizing to that is not easy. We made some changes going into P2 and the brakes finally were working perfect. I was able to really make some big advantage in terms of gaining on the brakes. Really happy to see the progress, and it just goes to show the direction we've been going as a team. I'm really grateful for everyone's patience and everyone pushing so hard because we're really starting to see the progress come through. Charles Leclerc admitted he left something on the table in practice, even as he praised Ferrari's strong showing so far. Despite McLaren's Friday mishaps, Leclerc felt the Woking outfit still looked in another world, on raw pace. The Monaco native, who's claimed the last 4 pole positions around Baku City Circuit, hinted that a shot at victory in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix might have to wait, as he continues searching for that extra edge. It was okay. I think there's a lot more potential, especially coming from me. I did a great job today, but overall we seem to be pretty strong, Leclerc said. So it's good. But, and there's a big but, it looks like McLaren is in another world, literally. And I think people will be very surprised tomorrow because Lando didn't finish some laps that were very, very impressive. I doubt we'll be in the fight with them. But compared to the others, it seems that we are kind of in a good place. I don't think there's a battle for the win for now. But never say never. I think in 2021, and in many qualifyings here, I felt like it wasn't possible. And at the end, we kind of made it. So I'll keep my hopes high. But it looks unlikely. Frédéric Vasseur, Ferrari's team principal, was encouraged by the squad's early speed in Baku, though he, like Charles Leclerc, flagged McLaren's untapped potential as the true benchmark. Vasseur hinted that Ferrari may have shown a bit more of their hand than the Mercedes-powered cars in FP2, suggesting the team had turned the wick up to stake an early claim. Dreaming is never a good thing. We need to focus on what we're doing. The margins are very tight. McLaren didn't manage to complete a fast lap, but they were fast too, Vasseur told Sky Sports Italia. Mercedes probably didn't use the engine to its full potential, which means that tomorrow's situation will be the same as we saw this morning, with everyone very close together. The race simulation is also important. We only did 4 to 5 laps, but it went very well. We have to focus on ourselves and get the most out of what we have. It was a good Friday, but we don't know the fuel levels of the others, and we haven't seen their real potential. Looking at the broader picture, Charles Leclerc has made it clear. His ultimate dream is to return Ferrari to the summit of Formula One, driven, as he puts it, by a deep love for the team. Now in his 7th season with the Scuderia, after a rookie year at Sauber, then Alfa Romeo, Leclerc has become both the face of Ferrari and the beloved hero of the passionate tifosi. His loyalty and electrifying style have cemented that bond. even as many have lamented how his world-class talent has been squandered during Ferrari's lean years. This season has been no different. The underwhelming SF25 has yielded just 1 pole and 4 podiums, despite the combined efforts of Leclerc and teammate Lewis Hamilton. Yet when pressed ahead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix about why he hasn't jumped ship to a more consistently competitive team, Leclerc's answer was simple. A burning love for Ferrari keeps him rooted in red. Because I love this team very much, I think that's the answer, he said. I've always loved Ferrari, and that's where I draw my motivation from, because I want to bring back Ferrari to the top, no matter how long it takes. I'll do absolutely everything until I stop believing in the project, but at the moment, I'm fully into it. I'm fully working on it, and that's what motivates me. Charles Leclerc admitted it's been tough watching McLaren surge ahead with a dominant car this season, but he remains unwavering in his mission to drive Ferrari back to the top. Of course, that doesn't erase the disappointment that I had at the beginning of the season when I saw that we were quite a few steps behind McLaren, he added. But then you reset and you find your motivation in other goals, in other targets, which is now to hopefully get a win this year. It's underwhelming compared to where we wanted to be, but it's a situation we are in, and as a driver, I've got to make the best out of this situation, not only for the team, but also for myself. I'm very competitive as well, so the fact that we've got 2 cars is also something that pushes me to keep being at the top of my game and to keep improving. As expected for a driver of Charles Leclerc's caliber, speculation often swirls about what his career path should be. But the 27-year-old says his secret is simple. Tune out the noise and stay laser-focused. This is what I've been doing since I started with the team, he explained. Obviously, 2019 was a little bit more difficult. Because I was young, everything was new. And there was also a lot of hype on just me. Being in red for my 2nd year in Formula One was just very special. But since then, it's important to do a step back and to not always react on emotions and on what's being said around. I think it's very important to just stay focused, and on that I think we are doing a good job. But not good enough, because we must be back winning soon. As Lewis Hamilton finds his rhythm and Charles Leclerc clings to hope, Ferrari edges closer to redemption, yet questions linger. Is this genuine resurgence, or just a fleeting flash? Subscribe to see how Baku answers.